107.5 WGCI, the size number one for hip hop and R&B. It's the morning show with the destined legend Leon Rogers, the beautiful Kendra G, myself, the shortest man in Chicago, Kyle. We got a guest in the studio, man. His brother's a friend of the show. Been doing big things for a long time now, man. Stand-up comedy, movies, and now music. Yeah. Chicago, give it up for your very own.
Yeah.
What's happening?
What's up, Playboy?
What's good?
Chilling, man. Excited. Got the new music project out. So it's just, I'm hyped to have it out, man. It's been good. Eshu tune. I've been working on music for a minute, so it's dope to finally just be putting it out.
Yeah.
Got it out.
Talk about it, because, we talked about the music before, but what was it that made you want to transition from the comedy and acting into the music lane?
I've always dabbled in music, even from the very beginning. One of my first shows was hosting this Sunday school sessions, open mic down in Carbondale. And so it was poetry, comedy, music, everything. So I was always around, and people would have me do skits on their album, and I battle rapped in college. And so I always, I've been on a bunch of people's albums doing skits and kept doing it. And then once things shut down, that was one of the few things you could do where the process of creating was unaffected. You could still, the clubs were shut down, all these things. It was weird to go on a movie because they were like, you go to the COVID area, like this wristband, be over here. We sending somebody to test you the day before you fly, and then when you get there, you taking a COVID. And so it made it weird, but you could still just go to the studio and create and kind of forget about everything outside. So it allowed me the time to finally just dive in and focus on it and started, recording some stuff around November 2020 and then earlier this year, I had a bunch of songs and I was about to start doing singles here and there. Like, I'm gonna drop a single here, video, you gonna do single. Let me get these 8 songs together. I like all these, and let me just get them out, and then I'll figure out the rest later.
So let me ask you a question, because we've seen comics who I feel, and then I'm being biased, are the best entertainers because I feel that they can jump into any different genre, whether it be acting, music. I mean, you look at guys like Lil Duval, you look at Jamie Foxx, who's been to the pinnacle, winning a Grammy for music. D-Ray, Super Boost, his project is coming out now. Now you come out. What's the toughest part of getting people to take you seriously about the music? Because we comics, man. And when they see us jump into something else, they be like, oh, we finna get a song about, like, put a can in your butt. Like when Eddie Murphy did it. Like, how do you get past that of people taking your music seriously?
I had to get past me first.
Wow.
And then that's it.
Okay.
Like once I was past me, then everything else will fall in place.
What gave you doubts about it though?
I think it was so COVID helped me be able to focus on it, but then I was making music in a vacuum. So I wasn't able to test the songs. And so then once I was able to go out and try some of these songs and see what worked, it helped me finish off my writing process because I was seeing what people vibe to, was able to write off of that, and then also I had to kind of retrain my mind because I was not making money from no music.
Right.
That's not where nobody offering me money for music.
Come do Coachella.
Yeah. And so, but at the same time, while I'm focusing on music, I'm getting offers to come do this comedy thing, come do this movie, come do this TV show, and I'm not trying to do that. And so and so for me to lock in on music, on something that was not paying the bills and getting offers, I had to retrain my brain to like, it's all right, stay the course on this. And so, I just really genuinely enjoy it. And put a lot of work into the details, and so I know that, and the people I work with, you can't deny like my time that I put in and just what my process is. I like really in. I'm not just rapping. I'm a that snare covering up my word type with the engineer. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to turn this.
You going with it?
Yeah, and the details, man, and I'm super. My ear, I'm really on it, and I've been locked in, and so I'm excited about it, and I'm happy about the records because there's a lot that I'm not gonna put out because they not up to par. So the 8 that's on there, like 8 that I genuinely believe in, that's been listened to a bunch of times, that the concepts are, clear and the ideas. So it's just, yeah, man, I'm super, super happy. I'm proud of the project.
Do you think getting into the music side is going to be more difficult than it was for you getting into the acting and comedy side? Do you feel like these industries, I'm talking about from the industry, do you feel like the industries are similar in terms of how you have to approach them?
It's I mean, I've been working for a minute, so I do have some advantages as far as just access and different things.
Doors.
And so the stuff just has to be good.
Yeah.
That's it. Now, the doors are there, but people not gonna open them up if they open it a little bit if it's mediocre.
Right.
Is that Hannibal?
But after that,
Right.
it genuinely has to be good. And it's genuinely good. Like, it's, I've been sending it to folks. I haven't done this is the only interview I've done on it so far. But it's a lot, like, just as far as the time it takes and the things you have to do and how you have to decide how you want to structure, because you got all these different moves. Oh, am I going to record? Am I going to shoot a video? Am I going to do press?
Right.
Am I going to live perform? You know what I'm saying?
But then you even have to decide what lane of music is going to be.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because we listen to so much music, and me and Leon, we always talk about music. There's artists that we love that are not WGCI artists.
Right.
There's WGCI artists that we're like, I'll never listen to them in my free time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So the music game is so vast. What area do you find yourself, I guess, striving to be in?
I think I want to just do dope records and show a whole range. The first record is about bowling and being dope at bowling.
That's hilarious.
But it goes in, you know what I'm saying? And I made the beat, and it's gonna play in bowling alleys because ain't no songs for bowling alleys. And it's a genuine record. The next record is about veneers because I got veneers. But veneers could be, you can apply that to a lot of things.
Everybody,
You can apply it to different things. And so I just want to do good music with dope production that plays well live also. And Veneers is one where before it was out, I would do it live and that would go. And you know how tough it is to do music.
Right.
I've been doing music without having it out, and it's tough. You got to really go to get that reaction. And so Veneers worked without that, and I was like, okay, that one go.
Two-part question right here. So, one, what's tougher, coming up with a joke, like a 5 to 10 minute joke that hits, or writing dope lyrics for a song? And two, you, dog, since I've known you, you've always been a low key.
Yeah.
You're like, even right now in your interview voice, it's like I want to sip some tea and read a book because his voice is super calming. How does Hannibal ramp up like when Hannibal's rapping? Because rapping is high energy unless you're taking the Rakim approach. So like those two right there.
I'm still learning. I'm composed on stage and obviously comfortable, but I have to learn different. I have to change my body language on stage because I'll catch myself on when I'm rapping, like doing stand-up motions. And it's like, no, hold the mic like this. Like that.
Right.
And just, and it's, my stage name is Eshu Tune. And so I came up with the stage name a couple months ago. Eshu is from Nigerian mythology. He's a trickster god, and so being able to compartmentalize it, man, I don't wear red in my regular life. That Eshu, like that's a red color.
Right.
So and that brings the energy, and so I'm still learning how to perform and how to do it. Your first question, it's tougher to write a stand-up bit that rocks.
Okay.
Because with the music, that's one thing that's dope about the music is that you can perfect it in private. You can just keep on tweaking. You can do all that. With the smoother snare there. Let me try this line. Maybe the song better over this beat. Or let's speed the BPM up 5. Or let's just, okay, that's how the song is, but how we do it live, let's make it sped up to keep the energy so you can do all these different tweaks where even a joke that's rocked might not rock in this other room the same way, or you know what I mean. But the music, you can also use detail in a way to paint the picture, and it don't have to be for the laugh. You know what I mean? You can just kind of, you know how folks be 560 State Street, like they, you know, all these, they to paint the picture, and you don't have to get that laugh all the time. You know what I mean? I think it's both are tough, but you can, if you just stand on concept with your song, and you got you got a good hook, the beat. You just use the music to set the emotion also, you know, right away.
Right.
You can just, okay, you know how you hear a beat, like, okay, that's that beat, dun, dun, dun. Oh, he about to tell a story about how it used to be. Right. When they like those old, you know, you could kind of do that with the music right away and then stay on concept. Yeah, it's just, like stand up, I could tell that when I started doing a handful of gigs, I wasn't as into it as much. Like coming back, like last year, I felt myself just like not like phoning it in, kind of dead in the eye, and not able to lock in. And so I didn't want to keep doing it like that because people paying good money. Yeah. So I didn't want them to see me phoning it in and not truly enjoying myself on stage.
So with the project, with the music you have out, you said it's 8 songs. We gotta let the people know where they could go to hear the music, to find the music, and just to follow your musical journey.
Yeah, Eshu Tune. Just search Eshu Tune, ESHU Tune, TUNE, on any platforms. Follow me or Eshu Tune on Instagram. Eshu Tune is, you know, his followers are. We building them yet. 466 right now. But I think genuinely, with the record, and it's a bunch of different styles of production and subject matter, everybody will find at least 1 or 2.
Any features?
I got Erin Allen Kane on there. She's singing on Kept About 3. Kiefer produced, and Holly Supreme sang on there on this track, Paradox.
Okay.
But no other rap features. I want to do a deluxe in a couple months, add a couple tracks, make some changes that I hear right now, like as far as like on some editing stuff and
streaming platforms.
On all streaming platforms right now. Yeah.
Alright, no doubt.
Alright.
Hannibal Buress, aka
Find out this marker MC.
aka Eshu Tunes.
Yes, sir.
Alright, make sure y'all support, man. The brother is definitely expanding his career and taking on more artistic journeys, man. Appreciate what you're doing.
Hey, for
Salute
sure.
to you, bro.
Thank y'all for having me, man.
No doubt.
Yeah.